So we are on to Circuit 7. Timothy Leary called Circuit 7 the neurogenetic circuit, and he would write a lot about genetic memory stored in our DNA, things like past lives, and Carl Jung's idea of the collective unconscious. Robert Anton Wilson would relate it to like the Raja Yoga that came around in Hinduism in the first millennium, and he also talked about the collective unconscious, but he talked about future evolution and even possibly immortality, and he called it the morphogenetic circuit as sort of a tipping of the hat to Rupert Sheldrake's idea of the morphogenetic field theory. Antero Ali called it the mythopoetic circuit and brought in Carl Jung's ideas of archetypes and union with the numinous and synchronicity and even planetary, what they call Gaia consciousness. And so the way this can imprint is through like religious conversion, those like heavy experiences where you feel a union with a divine source. But it's also, I feel like we're all sort of imprinted through what they call genetic trauma, and that trauma can be passed down through the genes. And so one way to re-imprint is the current research on things like epigenetics and the work of Carl Jung, shadow work, and ego and archetype type work, as well as Joseph Campbell's Power of Myth, working with his ideas and his work. In the musical circuit curriculum, we call the Seventh Circuit collective consciousness, and we think about like the synchronicity of musical ideas, rhythms, melodies that different cultures around the world downloaded, maybe from DNA, that they weren't talking to each other, but they came up with synchronous musical ideas. There's also the music of the spheres, like Gustav Holst wrote about, and all the composers who would basically tell sort of heroic tales through their music. And so one way you can use music to re-imprint is to compose your own living narrative, your own heroic tale on your instrument. And the idea would be, could you compose a living myth that someone who didn't speak your language or didn't grow up in your culture could still understand? It would almost be like a planetary composition that anybody on the planet, any person could understand and could take the journey with you. And so one of the exercises that I like to give with the Seventh Circuit is to take an art prompt. You can take like some sort of Alex Gray's art is really good. If you know about the art of Alex Gray, I call it all like Seventh Circuit art. His art is amazing. Or you can take a poem or some sort of mythology and try to compose music on your chosen instrument that represents those archetypal mythological themes, and try to tell that story. So if you'd like to take the musical circuit course, please visit my website, zachwesti2c2.com, and please check out my other videos on the other circuits. Look out for circuit number 8 that's coming. And please like, share, subscribe. I got a YouTube at Zach West where I do a lot more lives and shorts on these musical circuits. I'm on Instagram at the musical circuits and also Facebook. So please share, like, tell everybody, please comment. I love the conversation. And if you'd like to take the course, hit me up and I could take you through a journey of all 8 circuits. It's one of the only music curriculums that is not only for education and instruction, but it's also a holistic healing wellness routine. So if that sounds good to you, please come take the course with me. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good one, and I'll check you later.